Hi guys, Darko here. Let's continue this series about the most common challenges for a struggling trader. So this one is also by far one of the top 5 common challenges that a struggling trader is facing, and that's trading without a game plan. Okay, I have tons of private coaching with clients, and I'm asking them, hey, what's your game plan? She's like, I don't have a game plan, and then I'm just asking you then what you're waiting for. And these traders says, you know what? Sometimes I just sit in front of my charts for 12 hours and I don't even have any idea what I'm waiting for. So then I just ask, how do you know when to pull the trigger? Well, if something shows up that makes sense to me, then I just pull the trigger. Well, and what makes sense to you? Well, it depends. Okay, it depends on what? And it depends on, and then just like too vague. They don't have any specific, written down, or at least, a very objective way of entering the market. And there are times where people send me a private message or maybe a message in a chat room, say, hey Darko, is this a valid trade? Well, it depends. Is it a valid trade to you? And if that's the case, take it. And on the other hand, when we take a trade maybe and we have a losing trade, and when someone starts questioning that trade, like, hey, why did you take this? Because we did this and that. And I just tell that trader, well, why did you take that trade? If it didn't make sense to you, why do you take it? What's the purpose that you taking that trade? So, and this is by far, like I said, top 5 common challenges, because people trade without a game plan. That means whatever you do, you're breaking rules because you don't have any rules. So you need to be as objective, as specific as humanly possible, okay? So let me give you a very specific example how specific you need to be as a struggling trader. And obviously, if you have not been with me or working with me, you might not maybe understand all the expressions that I'm using is, and this is just an example. I am day trading, okay? I'm day trading only in alignment with the daily advanced market flow at key levels of support and resistance. That means, in this case, where a significant neckline is identical with my weekly. So my daily neckline is identical with my weekly. I'm only trading in alignment with the daily advanced market flow. That means I'm only trading when the daily chart is making higher lows and higher highs, or lower highs and lower lows at key levels of support and resistance. And I also know exactly where to enter. I have my significant neckline plus front running, and then I have my stop loss with a certain amount of pips. And I'm also scaling my trades in a very specific way. And I'm also aware of the trade management rules. I'm also aware of the risk management rules. The risk management means that I'm not, if I take any trades with the same currency in both trade, I'm reducing the amount of risk size. And this is how specific you need to be. Because there are times when I'm asking a struggling trader, hey, are you swing trading, day trading? Yeah, well, sometimes I scalp, day trading most. Sometimes I just, take a position trade or a swing trade, and maybe even, just all over the place. It's like, if you're not making money on a consistent basis, doing one thing, like you trade one pattern, one trading style, and you are still struggling, what makes you think that you will make more money or may do better if you add another trading style, another pattern? It's just like, do one thing. Once you must master one thing, well, sure, then you can add another trading style or maybe add another pattern. But as long as you are struggling, just do one thing and be specific. Have a written down game plan. And I always ask people, hey, when I have a private coaching with someone or talking in the chat room, I tell them, hey, send me your game plan. And it just becomes very quiet. Like, I don't have a game plan. Well, maybe you should write down some and then get back to me. Because as long as you don't have a game plan, this is just not going to work. That's it. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed the session. Until next time, take care. Cheers.